right. What's happening, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Man, I hope you guys are doing well out there. And I thought it would be fun today to share with you guys how I do Me and Bobby McGee. Of course, made most famous by Janis Joplin, but the original version was a year earlier by Roger Miller. Fantastic version. You guys have got to check that out. I would actually share it on this video with you, but I'll get a copyright strike for that. So anyways, how do you cover such an iconic song that the vocals are just out of reach for most people? You drop it down a step and a half. You simplify it, man. And I've actually slowed it down a little bit to come up with this really cool thing. It's mellow, it's pleasing to the ear, and we've gotten a lot of compliments on it. So grab your guitars and your capos, man. Let's get to work on this one. So we're gonna break this video down into 3 parts, you guys. Part 1 is gonna just be the simple nuts and bolts that you're gonna need to play this. Part 2, we're gonna talk about a modulation. And in part 3, I'm gonna give you guys some tips and some advice that's really gonna help you make this your own. And if you're gonna be playing this in front of people especially, you're not gonna wanna miss that section of the video. So let's get going on this one. We have our capo on the 2nd fret, and we're gonna need a D. That's gonna be our home bass on this. We're gonna need an A7. And we're gonna need a G. All right. So I'm gonna narrate a little and sing a little back and forth. I think it's the best way to explain this one. So home bass on the D. Busted flat in Baton Rouge, waiting for a train. We're gonna be moving to an A7. My jeans. Bobby thumbed a diesel down. Hold that A7. We're gonna move back to the D. New Orleans. Pull my harpoon. Next chord we're gonna move up to is gonna be the G. Bobby sang the blues. Hang the G just for a little bit. Slapping time and hours to the D and A7. We sing every song that driver knew. All right. Now when we get to the chorus, it's gonna be G, D-A-D, G, D-A-D. Freedom's just another word, G, to the D, A7. It ain't nothing, honey, if it ain't free. Back to the D. One more time. G, D, sang the blues. A7, good enough for me. Ooh. Pause. Good enough for me and my Bobby McGee to the D. That's it for the chorus, you guys. G, D-A-D, G, D-A-D. Now there's a big outro on this song, especially the Janis Joplin version, and that's just D and A7 back and forth. La da da, da 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 da. La da 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 da. La da 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 da, my Bobby McGee. Oops. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. All right, so part 2 of this video, we need to talk about a modulation. In the 2nd verse of this song, everything goes up a step. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I don't modulate this at all when I play this live. But if you do, all of your Ds become Es. All of your A7s become B7s. And all of your Gs become As. And, you know, if you want to listen to the original recordings and see kind of how that happens, that's fine. That one-step modulation might put you in vocal territory that's not comfortable. And so if that's the case, bring your capo down, take it off, whatever. But anyways, I can't leave that modulation out, so there it is. Real quick, you guys, before we get into the last section of this video, be sure to jump back to my channel's main page. There's a ton of videos. I think there's like 30 videos now, and I break down a bunch of songs there. There's a lot of really good information there. It's been a lot of work, but it's been a blast. And if you want to say, dude, thanks for the video, the very best way to do that is to consider being a subscriber. Hit that thumbs up. Leave me a comment telling me what city, state, or country you're from, because I absolutely love that. And we have a tip jar in the description box down below as well if you want to support the channel in that way. So anyways, enough of that. Let's move on to the last section of this video. All right, you guys, so we're on section 3 of the video, some tips that I really want to share with you guys. Tip 1, put it in a key that is the best for your vocal range. I am notorious for shooting for notes that are just on the edge of my vocal range. And when you hit those notes, man, it is golden. But when you don't, it's really bad. So tip number 1 is definitely move the capo down, up, take it off, transpose it, do whatever you have to do. Play to your strengths. Tip number 2 for this song might sound silly, but check this out. I don't start at the beginning of this song. When I play this live, I start right here. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. La da 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 da, my Bobby McGee. And it kind of tells people, oh my gosh, Me and Bobby McGee is about to happen. So you don't always have to structure a song the way it's structured on the original recordings, and this really goes hand in hand with making these songs your own. So my third and last tip for this song, you guys, is always look for alternative vocal lines. Even though we're a step and a half below the original, there are some big moments here that you really need a huge range to accomplish. I'll give you an example of that on the chorus here. Freedom's just another word for nothing left to lose. Nothing, it ain't nothing, honey, if it ain't free. You see how I stayed down there instead of shooting up? I do that several times in this song, and it actually kind of gives the song a different feel, you know? It lays it down in the pocket and does a different thing for this one. So that's about all I have on this one, you guys. This one has been a lot of fun. There's so much I wanted to share, but this video could have got real long. So anyways, I hope you guys got something out of that. From my heart to yours. Until next time, be love, be light, man. Be a good person, and we'll check you out on the next one. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. La da 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 da, my Bobby McGee. Oh man. See ya.